Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite
all guests to be seated as the event will begin soon. Before the event starts, I would like to remind all guests to make sure that you have scanned the QR code that includes the tentative program. Each of you should get the conference tag and a blue file from the registration table. To ensure that your mobile phones are set to silent mode, it is located outside of the hall, and you are welcome to fill in the front seats. Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again to the International Conference on Religious Traditions and Sustainability Culture 2024. I am Azim Aizuddin, your MC for the day. Praise be to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who we have been graced by His Rahmah to gather again this morning in this momentous event organized by Universiti Malaya Centre for Civilizational Dialogue, UMCCD, and Japan Dawah Center. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the conference is delighted to invite Mr. Zulkarnain Hassan Basri, founder. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin our keynote session. Our keynote speaker for today is Sensei Yoshida Masahiro, visiting researcher, Urban Resilience Research Center, Osaka Metropolitan University. Yoshida Masahiro received his PhD and MA from Osaka City University and obtained his MBA from Hosei University. His research areas and interests include religious studies and sociology, with particular focus on Islam, Buddhism, and shamanism. He contributed to Chapter 21, Muslim Cemetery Development and in the book Kara located by Hizuru Miki and published by Nagatusha, with the publication forthcoming. Additionally, he authored Development of Muslim Graveyards in Japan, a comprehensive studies included in newcomers and their religions after the establishment of the Japanese society under the research project led by Hizuru Miki. His research investigates the sociological relationship between foreigners and Japanese society with a focus on religious understanding. As globalization brings more foreigners to Japan, it is crucial to identify conditions that foster strong social relationships between foreigners and Japanese people. Currently, his research explores two main topics. First, the challenges Muslims face regarding burial places, community awareness, and opposition to new cemeteries in Japan and Dawah activities. Second, observing the impact of Islamic outreach at the Japan Dawah Center. Please welcome Sensei Yoshida Masahiro to deliver his brilliant topic entitled Muslim Cemeteries and Local Communities, focusing on external actors.
Okay, thank you. Hello everyone, and thank you for coming to today's presentation. I am researcher at the Osaka Metropolitan, very near Osaka Metropolitan University Research Center for Urban Residence Research Center. My research is a sociological study on the relationship between foreigners living in Japan and Japanese people, foreigners. Multicultural conviviality, and today there are a large number of foreigners living in Japan, and in order to build good bond with one with them, it is naturally necessary to understand their religion. As more and more foreigners are expected to enter Japan in process of globalization. My main concern is what conditions are necessary for foreigners and Japanese to establish good social relations. Today's presentation, I pronounce the part in red on the slide. Okay. And my cemetery. Okay. The purpose of the presentation, an overview of the development of Muslim cemetery in Japan is given, and challenges in the development of Muslim cemetery are identified. Focus on the external actors that provided cemeteries for Muslims, and the paper considers the external actors as building the local community and the Muslim community, and discuss the future the development of Muslim cemetery. Several of content. Next slide. Next. First, Muslim and Masjid living in Japan. Second, burial status in Japan. And three, possible complete. Okay. And first, Muslim and Masjid living in Japan. In 1930, there were several hundred Muslims in Japan. In 2022, the foreign Muslim population is 170,000. Muslim population in Japan very rapidly increase. The Muslim population is growing rapidly. Foreign Muslim population branches. Okay, and overview of masjid in Japan. The first masjid in Japan, the Kobe Masjid. Kobe Masjid was established in 1935, and in recent years, a number of masjids have been established, mainly in newcomer Muslim. In 1945, there were only two masjids, and in 2023, there were more than 170 masjids. With the increase in the number of Muslims in Japan, quantity for Muslims are needed. And the number of masjid since the 2000, the number of masjid has increased rapidly, and masjid in Japan. And Kobe Masjid, Osaka Central Masjid, and Notogawa Prefecture, Shiga Prefecture, the Notogawa Masjid, the newest masjid in 2022, and Dawa activities in Japan. In addition to the establishment of masjid in various parts of the country, and some Muslim Dawa activities have also been carried out in recent years. Japan Dawa JDC here. Two activities. One aim to understanding the Islamic community to the Japanese society, and the other for Muslim. And JDC accepts interns from all over Japan who are interested in Islam, many convert to Islam through JDC activities. Okay. These activities are intended to build a bridge between Japanese society and the Muslim community. Okay. And this is a picture of Japanese person doing shahada, Japanese person doing shahada in Japan Dawah Center. Okay. And next slide, Japan Dawah Center activities photograph. Okay. And next slide, and okay, next slide. Okay, and second, barrier status in Japan. Okay, and barrier status in Japan. The discrimination rate in Japan is nearly 100%. The highest discrimination rate in the world. However, discrimination was not the norm all period, and until 1935, the proportion of barrier was high. Barrier ground is not prohibited in Japan, but in large city, for example, Tokyo, Osaka, it is prohibited. Okay, and COVID-19 prohibit to prevent new infections. Okay, in Japan, and since 2000, the discrimination rate is 99% in 1935. Discrimination became the majority practice for the first time. The discrimination rate, the majority, 1935 in Japan. And barrier practices remain in Japan. In some rural area of Japan, the custom of barrier is still practiced, and people living in those areas still practice barrier. Some people wish to be buried in the ground on their own initiative. Such people are looking for a barrier site through the barrier association. Decided below. And discrimination rate in Japan and the world. This bar graph shows a very higher discrimination rate overall. Because it is after a new COVID-19 coronavirus outbreak after. Okay, and next, the grave was buried in 2022 Japanese traditional burial cemetery. Okay, and next slide. This type of grave is common in old Japan. Okay, Japanese old style burial. And next, this grave and next slide. Okay, this grave and others were buried about 20 years ago. Okay, next, and Japanese burials also vary in form from region to region. Okay, next, and Muslim in Japan and cemetery. This brings us to the main issue to Islamic cemetery. Okay, and Muslim in Japan and cemetery. History of public Muslim cemetery. Tama cemetery and Tokyo established in 1923, and Kobe Municipal Foreign Cemetery established in 1961. Public cemeteries are less expensive, but require a resident of that local authority or affiliation with a particular group. In addition, there are few burial places left for both. And history of private Muslim cemetery, Islamic cemetery, Kofu City, Yamanashi Prefecture, established in 1969. Japan's first private Muslim cemetery is Islamic cemetery, established in 1969. Okay, and location of these cemeteries, there is one is Kansai region, very near Kansai, and in the Kanto region, Tama cemetery, Kanto region, and this is a pamphlet for the Kobe Foreign Cemetery, this Muslim area, and a private Muslim cemetery and Islamic cemetery, Kofu City, and location. And a Japanese next slide. Japanese private Muslim cemetery and a Japanese next slide. A Japanese Buddhist temple called Monjuin. Monjuin was instrumental in establishing this burial cemetery. Okay. And many Japanese Muslims are buried in this cemetery. Foreign Muslims are less numerous. Next slide. Okay. And next slide. And Muslim cemetery since the 2000 years. Since the private cemetery have been opened mainly in Eastern Japan since the 2000 years. There are
currently two public cemeteries and nine private Muslim cemeteries in Japan. Cemetery operator vary from masjid and temple to private contractor. Some Japanese cemetery operators participate in the operation of Islamic cemeteries. And next slide. A location of Muslim cemetery since the 2000 year. Islam graveyard in Japanese location cemetery. And the yes, next. Okay. And okay, next slide. Okay, it is a pioneer cemetery among cemetery established after 2000 year. Shimizu Cemetery, Shizuoka Prefecture. Okay, and next, the cemetery is operated by a cemetery operator. Okay, next. Okay, next. Okay, Shimizu. Okay. Okay, this cemetery is a Muslim cemetery established in by the Osaka Islamic Center. Osaka Islamic Center Muslim Cemetery. OIC Hashimoto Muslim Cemetery. Okay, next. And this Islamic cemetery is provided by Japanese temple by a Japanese temple. Okay, and next. Okay, yes, Hiroshima. This Muslim cemetery is provided by a Japanese cemetery, Hiroshima Muslim Cemetery. Okay, and this Muslim cemetery has 4 burials every 6 months. The place of burials is fast and will be full within a decided. And next. Okay, next slide. And okay, all Muslim cemetery locations. Okay, and blank area of Muslim cemetery. Next slide. Again, Shikoku region, Kyushu region, and Hokuriku region, and Tohoku region. No Muslim cemeteries. Okay. And next, and the situation surrounding Muslim cemeteries until the 2000 year, there were only two public and one opposition to Muslim cemeteries in Japan. Okay. Next, and the case of cemeteries converted to Muslim cemeteries. Okay, and activities at Korai Temple, Korai International Cemetery, and Korai International Cemetery has been active in Minamiyamashiro village, Kyoto Prefecture for more than 40 years, and established a good relationship with the local communication and has obtained their consent, local community, to establish relationship with the local community based on face-to-face communication, local community with. And some cemeteries are currently being purchased by Muslim cemetery groups. For example, Muslim Research Center, Islam Research Center. Okay, and next, this cemetery I have Korai Temple, Korai International Cemetery. This cemetery has a capacity for the burial of about 4,000 bodies. This is one of the largest cemeteries in Japan. Okay. Currently, 15 plots are more contracted to Muslim community. Okay, and this area will be solved at some point. Okay, and this area has not yet been built up. It will be landscaped to once the existing cemetery is filled. Okay, and next. Okay, movement of Muslim communities in Japan to acquire cemeteries, but all these efforts ended in failure. Okay, thanks. Muslim Cultural Center. Okay, next slide. Okay, and Muslim Cultural Center, and okay, so sorry. Muslim Cultural Center cemetery acquisition activities in 2008. The Islamic Cultural Center a new 500 plot Muslim cemetery in the city Ashikaga, Tochigi Prefecture, but this was rejected by local opposition. Eventually, the Islamic Cultural Center established a new Muslim cemetery in Joso, Ibaraki Prefecture. And next, newspaper article. This title of the article is next slide. Is Japanese Muslim in burial ground protest against burial. Okay, next slide. And the place of eternal rest for Muslims in Japan is a tomb buried in the ground resident protest. Translated from the Asahi Shimbun. Okay, and the construction of cemetery is not in violation of the prefectural audience, which stipulated that the cemetery must be at least 100 meter away from people's house. Okay, and rejected. And location, Ashikaga City location is located in the Kanto region. It is little closer Tokyo. Okay, and next cemetery acquisition, the Beppu Muslim Association activities. In 2018, the Beppu Muslim Association purchased land in Hiji town, Oita Prefecture, to build a cemetery, and but opposition now arises from residents of the neighboring city of Kitsuki city. The cemetery has not yet been established. Okay. The town of Hiji location located in the Kyushu region. There are no Muslim cemetery in the Kyushu region, which is expected by local Muslims, but it is difficult to get permission. Okay. And this title article briefing on resident opposition to the Muslim cemetery plan in Hiji town. Okay, briefing. Yeah, okay. And next slide. Miyagi Prefecture and cemetery by the Association for Building for the Miyagi Islamic International Cemetery, communal cemetery. Okay, and lobbying the local authorities. Okay, and Japan Muslim Cemetery Project and Chiba Islamic Cultural Center took the lead in trying to acquire a cemetery in Ibaraki, but eventually abandoned the idea in the face of opposition. Okay, these cemetery acquisition movements have failed to gain the consent of the local community, causing the plans to fail through. Okay, and the characteristics and future development of Muslim cemetery in Japan. Okay, and flow backslide. Okay. One back. Okay. Flow of establishing Muslim cemetery in Japan. Permission from the local communities is required to establish a new build cemetery. It is difficult, very difficult to establish a Muslim cemetery without the consent of the local communities. It was difficult to obtain the consent of the local communities for the Muslim. And when a Muslim cemetery is established, it is often with the innovator of cemetery operating as external actors. These cemetery operator secure the consent of local residents themselves and notable for their role connecting the Muslim community with the local community. Okay, and cemetery operator as external actors. One of the external actors, Courage, for example, Courage cemetery conductor internet with the local community and build relationship with with the Muslim community, outreach to BEP Muslim Association, meeting with other cemetery managers, speaking symposium. That need be seen as a link between the Muslim community and the local community through external actors involving several other cemeteries providers. Okay, and flow of establishing an Islamic cemetery. In Japanese Muslim cemeteries, cemeteries are rented from cemetery operator, who then negotiate, coordinate, negotiate with local communities. The majority of Muslim cemeteries established in Japanese cemeteries are in this form. Okay, and next conclusion. Okay, and toward building relating between Muslim and Japanese society, Japan experienced a rapid increase in criminalization barriers after World War II. Therefore, in recent years, some people have a negative view of barrier. Coordination between Muslim group and the local population is expected to be difficult. By leveraging the influence of external actors such as cemetery operators, it becomes possible to establish cemeteries, establishing a visible relationship with local community as example by Kuraiji cemetery is crucial. Dialogue with local residents must continue in the future. Okay, and but growing understanding of the Muslim through dawa activity. Okay, I hope that through such a dawa activity, the understanding of Muslim in Japan will increase, and bonding relationship between Muslims and Japanese society can be built. Okay, thanks. Thank you very much. Okay.
Our gratitude goes out to Sensei Yoshida Masahiro for sharing his exceptional insights and expertise. Now, I would like to call upon Dr. Asmawati Muhammad, Principal Investigator of the Research Project RTSC, to deliver a token of appreciation to Sensei Yoshida Masahiro.
Okay. Me? It's me. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really grateful
Oh,
for your
okay.
presentation.
Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we will move to our briefing session, which will be delivered by Dr. Asmawati Muhammad on the theme Reflections on Religious Traditions and Sustainability Culture. Okay, thank you.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all the audience, participants. Thank you very much, Cik Zul, and also Dr. Yoshida for your very interesting presentation just now. And for this session, we are going to have an interactive session, especially with the participants for the whole 2 days program. And I would like to give a brief guideline on what to do next. Basically, we expect to have more participants, but then with the participants that we have today, inshallah, we will have 2 groups consisting of speakers and also young participants. And we are going to answer 2 part of questions as shown in this slide. The first thing we want to know related to the understanding and also how feedback from the participants regarding the topic that have been presented yesterday and also today by Dr. Yoshida. So we want to know sharing information based on experiences and insights on Islam gained by participants and also speakers. So first, the question is about what sparked your interest in Islam. Perhaps this one is relevant to the Japanese participant who is non-Muslim. And question number 2, we would like to know, could you please express your thoughts and feelings on Islamic teachings? So what is your understanding on beliefs, values, ethics, practices, and rituals? Oh, I guess this is different, okay, from what I have discussed with Dr. Let me check again, because there is another question just now. Oh, okay. Why is not here? Okay, let's proceed. After this, I will add on the missing question from this slide. Perhaps in my laptop, I should reopen again. I send a different file to you. Okay, so for question number 2, could you please express your thoughts and feelings on Islamic teachings? We would like to know what do you, how do you see the beliefs, values, ethics, practices, rituals, which is based on your understanding from the yesterday presentation, perhaps, or from Dr. Yoshida sharing just now. And the third question, what is your best experience regarding Islamic cultural practices? For example, Maya as the Mu'allaf, new Muslim sister, what is your experience regarding wearing hijab or the halal food, arts expressions in Islamic culture, hospitality of Muslim, and also cleanliness aspect practices by Muslim? So we would like to know your perspective and also opinion on these aspects. Question section number 2 related to exploration of common values on Islamic traditions and Japanese culture. So we would like to see what is the relationship that we have on Islamic traditions and Japanese culture. So we would like to request from you to identify shared common values between Japanese cultural norms and Islamic teachings. Number two, how do these shared values contribute to the understanding and acceptance of Islam within Japanese society? And number three, how do these shared values enhance your understanding of Islam? For example, regarding green practices and environmental conservation. So based on presentation yesterday, can you give your opinion? Is there any relationship between Islamic traditions and also Japanese culture or values that we can enhance, that you can enhance your understanding of Islam? Okay, to answer these questions, we will provide you with the paper, so you can work to answer these questions in the group. Okay, we are going to split into 2 groups, and each group will have facilitators. So inshallah, after this, we have time now, or after a break? We have time. Okay, so that's all for my briefing. For the group, Dr. Yoshida will have one group, and also brother, may I know your name? K. Okay, K will have another group with Maya, Dr. Yoshida with Anissa, Sister Anissa. Okay, and then yes, this is Dr. Yoshida and Sister Anissa. Brother K with Sister Maya, and will also join by facilitator. Okay, let's get into our group. Okay, thank you so much. We start to discuss within 1 hour before break for lunch. Okay, thank you.
Can I answer in Japanese language?
Yes?
Can I answer in Japanese language?
Oh, you want to answer in Japanese language? Oh, okay. I think you may answer in Japanese language as well, but then perhaps we may get assistance from Brother Zul to translate into English or Malay. Okay, Brother Zul. That means you are going to